Greetings, this is Kevin Jefferson, father of the Forex fam and followmytrades.com here with another edition of Trade Theory for Monday, March 7, 2022. We're looking at gold right now on the daily charts. As you can see, the 1950-11 area, which was the initial target area, we saw activity on it last week to where it was pierced. So if you had a target price on that from a buy standpoint, actually about a week ago, you would have been knocked out of your trade in profit. However, if you did not get out and wanted to continue to see it go higher, it has started to move higher. The main focal point is that price has moved up here, and it's actually what I see when you see these candles moving in but essentially a north-south fashion like this, that price has accelerated rapidly up to this point. And what you have to be mindful of is that price, just like a vehicle, if you're flying or if you're driving 125 miles an hour, you can't successfully sustain a speed of 125 under certain conditions. You have to have a clear path, a clear roadway to actually make that work for you from a safety and a long-term standpoint. So think about that as far as gold is concerned, or currencies in general, or any asset class that you can map on a chart to where you can see the visual representation of the math. At some point, this has to come back down. So I see these pushes up into this level. So it wouldn't surprise me if price pulled back a little bit. It's too immature to say if it's going to slam back down through here. But my thought is that price will come back to the 1950 area, and then on the weekly, it's showing possibilities that it will pull back and then possibly drop down south. Now that will be invalidated if price basically closes above 2030.04, and the current conditions open up the gateway for greater gains in gold, because gold, as you already know or may know, generally represents safety. And so gold, even versus the USD, means that it's truly seeking safety. Now, I think that's just a short-term play right now for the beginning of the week, but over time, I believe this price will pull back down. And then, matter of fact, I believe price could actually come back and slam back down to below 1900 or right around 1900, and then possibly move lower to the tune of, let me see what I can maybe interpolate what it could be. Once price closes for the day, I can tell, but tell a little bit more clearly. But I would say about at some point we should expect price to potentially move down to about the 1800 level, 1815, 1800, low 1800 level, and that would not be outrageous. So if you've taken your profits, or if you're in profit on gold as a trader, go ahead and potentially clear out those gains and then allow price to come back, reset, and give you a new trading opportunity. But gold is in favor now, and it has hit our initial target that we've been talking about for several months of 1950.11. So concurrently, we have Bitcoin here, excuse me, and Bitcoin price has started to fall, but it's really channeling in this area. As I mentioned to you a week and a couple of weeks ago, price is actually pulling back off of a bullish trend. So the market is trying to move upward as it relates to Bitcoin versus the USD. And what I see here, if price does not close below the 36,500, 36,750 cents, then I expect the price will continue to rise. So even though it's pulling back off of this, the markets are trending lower in general today, but I see a clear path for what people call sometimes a V bottom, and seeing that price could get back up to and maybe close above 40,540. And if price gets up to closing above 40,540 in the next day or so, probably won't happen today, but maybe in the next Tuesday or Wednesday, the next day of this week, if price closes back above there, I see the Bitcoin continuing to move north. So we're at an interesting point of inflection right now, because if price does drop and close below the 37.5, first off, I will close out my positions and take any whatever comes with that, and then reposition myself for another move down lower. And the same thing would happen for gold. So if price continues to push up, or does not retreat and invalidate this upward moving trend for gold, I would expect that to continue long as well. So currently, long buyers of gold are winning, and there's probably going to be more of that, because where there's fear, there's normally a flight to safety. And that doesn't bode well for Bitcoin if that becomes the case, because Bitcoin is clearly a more speculative instrument, which means that price could fall relative to the USD, which is considered also a safe haven currency. Even though it's fiat currency, it's a safe haven based on the promises of the U.S. government. So we're at an interesting crossroads right here. We'll see what happens in the next couple of days to validate our thoughts and what potentially could happen here. But I don't have any reason, based on all of this activity right now, to see that Bitcoin will necessarily, the bottom will fall out. It looks like it's really fighting to go back long. So we'll see what happens here, and we'll track it and give you updates as they come. So to learn more about how to analyze and put the markets into plain language so that you can actually take opportunities to create cash flow, visit us at fmtrades.com. And if you find that you may not have the time to learn it right now, for whatever reason, then go ahead and click on the DFY option so we can help you with that as well. Until the next time we shoot another video, or until next time we talk, enjoy the day and happy trading.